8:51, welcome back. This weekend is the 4th annual Hogs for the Cause event in City Park. Now, this event helps provide financial relief for families supporting kids with pediatric brain cancer. A lot of chefs come together to compete in a pork cook-off. Sounds pretty good, smells pretty good too. And here to tell us more about the event is co-founder Renee Loap and Chef Drew Dijak with Windsor Court. Chef, you're doing it again. Smells good.
Yes, it's pork day.
Yeah. And that's pork ribs, pork chops?
This is a bone-in pork loin.
Awesome.
That we've been roasting in the oven, and we're now browning it in a little bit of butter to get the extra crunch on the outside.
And is this one of the things you'll be cooking up for this weekend's event?
Not this piece exactly.
Okay, but something similar to that?
We're cooking these. We have collard greens stewed with ham. We'll definitely be cooking those up there, though.
And Mr. Loap, tell me about the event. 4th year you've been doing it. How many kids have you all been able to help?
To date, we've given out grants of over $75,000 to about 10 different families. So we've really started to push in the last year. When we added live music last year, we moved to City Park and started being able to raise more money. So this year we have a goal of $350,000 to raise, which we think will be able to allow us to provide grants for up to 150 families.
The grants are used how?
The grants are used by the families to cover a lot of the costs that aren't borne by traditional insurance. For example, one of our grantees this year, her family lived in Slidell, and she lived with her grandmother, and her grandmother didn't have a car, and each time they had to drive to Children's Hospital, they had to rent a car. So they were incurring an expense each week. So we stepped in and gave them grant money to sort of cover that cost.
Any number of needs, I would imagine, for families going through this traumatic event.
Absolutely. It's anything from installing handicap accessible things in their homes, special dietary concerns. Maybe they need to go travel out of town for treatment and the child needs a sitter. The other children need sitters. So it's a wide range of things we help families do.
And this year you hope to raise more money than ever. How many people are going to be competing? How does each group raise the money?
Right. Well, this year we have 58 teams competing. So each team is competing in ribs, shoulder, pork puree, which is kind of our catch-all, anything pork-related, and then whole hog. And in addition to competing in those food categories, each team basically has a piggy bank at their booth, and you come in, you have a ticket or a cash donation, you give it to their piggy bank, and they'll give you a sample of food, and then whichever team raises the most money is our fundraising champion.
Sounds good. Chef Drew, what are you doing over here now?
All right, so we have some yellow grits down low. We have the collard greens that have been stewed with ham hocks. We have the nice piece of pork. And then we have a pork jus, pork pearl onion sauce with Maker's Mark in it also.
It smells wonderful. Is there a secret to cooking good pork?
Don't overcook it. It'll get dry real fast, and don't take the fat away.
Some people are worried that you need to cook pork a lot.
I see this pork's still a little pink, and we left all that nice little fat layer in there, so the fat will just render into the pork and make it a little more succulent.
And Renee, you were telling me where the event will be held in City Park. It's by the practice track?
Right. It's right next to the practice track at Tad Gormley. It's on Palm Drive. Right now it's called the Frisbee Golf Fields. You'll be able to smell us from a couple miles away, so I have no doubt you'll be able to find us. And gates open at 10:30. And our first musical act starts at about 11 o'clock with Mississippi Rail Company. And then we have Stooges Brass Band, the Gourds, Marcia Ball, Voice of the Wetlands All-Stars, and then we end things around 8 o'clock with Trombone Shorty.
Bigger and better than ever. What's some good advice? 58 vendors out there cooking up something perhaps almost as good as what Chef Drew just fixed for us. You got to pace yourself.
Pace yourself, bring an appetite, and if you don't like eating pork, sitting out in the springtime, drinking beer and listening to good music, go find something else to do.
And if people want to find out more, what should they do?
They should check out our website, www.hogsforthecause.org. Tickets are on sale, $10 general admission. We also have 2 additional passes this year. We have a Market Hog Pass, which is $100, gets you admission, free unlimited food from competitors while supplies last, and beer and soft drinks all day from Nola Brew. And then the $250 Boss Hog Pass is essentially the same. We're going to give you $150 back, and you get access to the Boss Hog tent, which is a little VIP area we have set up, and you get to judge one of the categories.
Great cause. Renee Loap, thank you so much for telling us about us. Chef Drew Dijak from Windsor Court, thank you so much for showing us that which you do so well, my friend.